Welcome back, everybody. This Week in America on the Blue Funk Broadcasting Radio Network, website thisweekinamerica.us. Back with us on the program, Jackie Silver, Aging Backwards. She shares her secrets, tips, shortcuts in her book, Aging Backwards, Secrets to Staying Young, on her website, agingbackwards.com. That information on our website as well. She's been on TV, radio, and print, and in person. She is a frequent television news guest, one half of the Ageless Sisters radio show, newspaper columnist, contributor to numerous websites, including 3 columns on Examiner.com, appears in dozens of videos on Livestrong.com, eHow.com. Jackie is a sought-after anti-aging and beauty expert by the media. You can sign up for her free newsletter at agingbackwards.com. Facebook, Aging Backwards with Jackie Silver, and she's back with us on the program to talk about aging backwards. Jackie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. We have so much to talk about.
Well, and Jackie's been here before, and she'll be back again because there's so many interesting things that Jackie put together based on life experiences. We talked the first time Jackie was here. She was not svelte, as you would say, as a model during her teen years. She was obese. She went through bullying. She had to deal with all of that. And she found her way to success. And when you look at pictures, when you go to the website of Jackie 25 years ago and Jackie today, if they switched them around, you really couldn't tell the difference. Jackie, let's talk about diet and how important that is, because everybody is looking for a quick fix. We jump on a diet. It works for a while. We get off the diet. We put the pounds back on. What's your take on aging backwards from the diet process?
You know, I'm so glad you asked me that, because diet and nutrition is so important. Before I launch into that, I have to say one quick other thing, and that is exercise is the fountain of youth too. And I know we're not going to have time to talk about that. So let's go back to diet, but you can't forget exercise. So, you know, yes, I do. I say I invented childhood obesity. I was bullied. I've been on yo-yo diets. I'm a lifetime member of every program. But then I came up with my world's easiest eating plan, the Aging Backwards Easiest Eating Plan. And it's supersize your veggies and half-size everything else, add protein to every meal. So what am I talking about here? If you eat half of everything you're eating now, it's calories in, calories out, okay? You have to lose weight if you cut everything in half. I'm not saying it's the healthiest diet, but it's a very quick way to start.
Well, and it makes so much sense because this is actually something you can stick with. It's not like a fancy deal and you got to buy meals from a company and the UPS drops them off at the front door. It's actually a philosophy and a way that you can follow this in real life. It makes sense.
Real life for the rest of your life. Whenever I go out to eat with a friend, either we split or my meal comes, I immediately ask for a to-go box. I put half away. And so, you know, to get started, say you're eating candy or cake, or you're drinking a lot of sodas, just to start with, cut that in half. And that is a great way to start. And you'll find that once your clothes start fitting looser and you start, you know, your friends start saying, hey, what have you been doing? You're looking a little thinner. You start to want to make healthier choices. You don't want that candy anymore. You just maybe want half a sandwich. Pretty soon you'll be cutting out bread and sugar. You know, it's amazing what happens when you just start.
There's no greater feeling than maybe those pants you've had that are a little snug. All of a sudden, they're sliding around on your hips a little bit because you've lost a couple of pounds, and it's sort of the reward for what you've gone through. Jackie Silver is our guest on This Week in America. Her book is Aging Backwards, Secrets to Staying Young. The book is available at her website, agingbackwards.com. All that information is available at our website. Something I found in the book, which is fascinating, Aging Backwards, Secrets to Staying Young, is you mentioned eating out with friends. And you quote a study in there. Actually, the more friends you eat out with, the greater the opportunity, the chance is you're going to overeat. So you're better off sort of eating alone than you are eating with 8 people.
Absolutely. And, you know, going back to my comment before when I said add protein to every meal, I want to tell you about something that I recently discovered. It's a protein shake called Fit Frappe. And, you know, you can just Google these things or we'll put them on your website.
Yes.
But the reason I mentioned Fit Frappe is because these are coffee flavored. There's 4 coffee flavors and 2 non-coffee flavors. Mocha and vanilla latte and espresso or coffee. They've got chocolate and vanilla. They're not coffee. But my secret is I put some of this in my coffee in the morning. And it allows me to start the day with protein. Protein is essential for your muscles. Did you know that hair and nails are mostly made out of protein?
Interesting. I did not know that.
Right. So it's just very, very important to have protein at every meal because it also helps to balance your blood sugar. My little trick is I use these Fit Frappe shakes. They have 20 grams of protein. I don't use the whole thing. I might use a quarter of it in my coffee. And they have less than 1 gram of sugar and only 130 calories for the whole envelope. So that is a really good way. If you're not a coffee drinker, you can still use the Fit Frappe, make a shake out of it, or make it into like a hot cocoa with water.
We've got about 1 minute left in the program. Jackie Silver is our guest. She'll be back future programs talking about aging backwards. Her website, agingbackwards.com. The book is Aging Backwards. Give us one more tip out there, something that you found over the years. And again, all these things that we're talking about are things that actually Jackie lived after going through a 25-year roller coaster. These are things that she learned that's made a difference in her life.
I would have to say the thing that made the biggest difference for me is I stopped disallowing myself to have whatever it is I wanted. You'll go crazy at first if you say, okay, I can eat whatever I want. And I did go crazy, but that was a long time ago in my 20s. And once your brain gets the message that you're allowed to have whatever it is you want, you don't want it as much anymore. Isn't that just human nature?
Yes, yes. Well, I know one thing you say that makes so much sense, and everybody is like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. Somebody's got a real job ahead of them. Don't look at the 50 pounds. Take the small steps, and it will end up in big results.
Exactly.
It's an excellent book, Aging Backwards, Secrets to Staying Young. Jackie Silver has been our guest on This Week in America. Her website is agingbackwards.com. Our website is thisweekinamerica.us. You can log on, link up with Jackie's website, get all that information. Jackie, is always great to have in the program. We will have you back, and you're listening to This Week in America.
Thank you.
Thank you.